pissed because I challenged Michael Steele at the Republican Tea Party. You were there. And I asked Mr. Steele a question that they wanted to take these billions of dollars out for education, and the Republicans wouldn't sign it unless Obama took them out.
Yes.
And so I said, don't come in here telling us that you love black children. And so then it went on from there when he got on there, he started telling people, I've been in the penitentiary. Yeah. I threatened to kill him. I got gun charges. And he just started lying. Then he started saying things about I got $5 million from CPS to do a mentoring program.
Yes.
And all of it is just a pack of lies.
What do you do?
Well, basically, I do rehab. I do real estate investment. But I train young people in Chicago public schools to learn how to weld, to work with wood, to paint, and to do flooring.
So you do work with kids?
Yes, sir.
So you say he has slandered your character.
Slandered, defamed
on
me.
the radio,
yes, sir.
where it is heard worldwide.
Well, however, wherever it's heard, he said it. And so I called Ms. Spann, and
so on the WVON.
I don't want to get into, what I said to her was, I don't want to get into a lawsuit with you, and you a black business, I'm a black business, and I got to be fighting with you. That don't make sense to me.
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking you to tell him to stop lying. Yes. And so she never returned calls, and then they sent me to this guy named Todd Wazlowski, who's the station manager.
Yes.
The station programmer, whatever, he's in charge when she's not there.
Yes.
And he told me that he would tell this guy to stop lying on me.
A pale-faced Caucasian?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes. And so, which was sent over there by Clear Channel. And so, I told him, I said, you got to stop him from lying on me. I said, first of all, I'm not going to let him keep lying. And so I said, if you don't stop him, since Ms. Spann don't have the decency to call me back,
yes, sir.
You don't have the decency to stop him, then I will stop him in the federal court. And so I filed a lawsuit against Clear Channel, against Ms. Spann, and against Charles Butler.
Who owns Clear Channel?
Wow.
Clear Channel is owned by the Hicks family, which is relatives of the George Bush family, who own the Texas Rangers. Who owns 1,800 stations across America.
Sound like you might end up owning the station.
Well, all I want.
You're not doing it for that purpose.
It's really not about telling the truth.
No, it's about me keeping my name.
Telling the truth.
Telling the truth. And because I challenged Michael Steele, you had no reason to lie on me. And so at the end of the day, we're in negotiation right now. Clear Channel has offered an apology, but I have not accepted it. He has yet to retain an attorney. And so he don't have much time.
Okay.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And so
we got 3 callers.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stop that punk from saying anything about me. He will never mention my name again in life. And so, it's all to me that, that you would lie on me, and my integrity in this community is impeccable. I've never lied on anybody in the black community. All I ever done in the black community is help young folks and try to help and do what's right.
Yes, sir. Now we have 3 telephone callers. I'd be dismissed if I did not get to them. So, caller, go ahead and beat the drums. Go ahead and turn your television down.
Hello, yeah, I have a question for Mr. Vergil Jones.
No,
I'd like to know if you could repeat.
You know what? You're going to have to leave the number back there because you're doing a disservice to the guests. Don't even call to ask me a question. You're doing a disservice to the guests. Next caller.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing better. Y'all gentlemen talking about the black community and all the crime and all the killing and murder, but y'all ain't coming up with no solutions. We scared to come out of our house. I had 3 nephews killed in 2 years.
Do you want the National Guards?
Yeah.
Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah. Because you all can't find out what's doing. You're not doing anything. You're not serious about getting this crime off the street.
Okay. Let him address that.
Well, first of all,
she wanted the National Guards. Okay.
She's saying we're not doing anything. My question to her is, what is she doing? But at the end of the day, we sitting around here. We can't hire young people. You have the Arab community that controls the mom and pop grocery stores.
Yeah.
You have the Pakistans controlling the gas stations. You have the Indians controlling Dunkin' Donuts. You have everybody feeding us but us. You have the Koreans controlling all the general merchandise stores. $1 billion a year. You don't have one black. The second largest income in Chicago, next to the Gold Coast, that they won't allow Dominic's Jewels or Walmart over there. and we're still sitting around here begging and asking people to feed us, and we don't have any opportunity. You can't have hope unless you have an opportunity connected to it.
Yes,
and
sir.
so until we come, see, when the white community is in trouble, they call the business community. When the black community is in trouble, they call a group of preachers who can't produce any opportunity for young black people.
Okay.
And the only time they see young black people is at a funeral. And so we have to get a business community intact here in Chicago and across this country.
Okay.
You can't bring non-for-profits to the White House and ask them to sign or find solutions. You can't bring Al Sharpton, who runs a non-for-profit, Mark Mariel, the Urban League, Ben Jealous, the NAACP. They run non-for-profits.
Yes.
We're the black business community to come in and solve these problems.
Yes, sir. I want to tell everybody, you know what, if you call and ask me a question, you're going to be cut off because you're doing a disservice to the guests, and I'm not going to allow it. About a little time that I do have. So the next caller, go ahead and beat the drums.
Hello, how you doing?
Go ahead. How you doing? Go ahead.
All right. My name is Pete. I live on the south side, Chicago.
Yes.
I'm very glad to see you on TV talking about this issue.
Yes, sir.
I have two questions.
Yes, sir.
First question, who owns WVON?
Okay.
Well, they're leasing airspace from Clear Channel.
Yes.
So they have a balloon payment that's due 2011 that something like $5 million. So this actual 1690 station is owned by Clear Channel, that WVON is leasing the
wattage.
station.
Yes,
right,
sir.
the wattage.
Yes, sir. What's your next question?
My next question, I bank with Suing National Bank. Suing
It's a
National Bank.
subsidiary of the Chase Manhattan Bank downtown. There are two kinds of banks, an upline bank and a downline bank. Seaway happens to be a downline bank. They borrow money from the Chase Manhattan Bank, pay them interest for the money they give them.
Okay. Thank you. Ask you